Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Disney Morning Show, another week of the Disney Morning Show. I believe this is 6 shows in a row. We're on a roll. My name is Jimmy Mosley, co-founder here at Laughing Place. Over there is our managing editor, Kyle Burbank. How's your weekend, Kyle?
It was good, and this morning's been good. We did not have a walk and talk leading into us today, so a little smoother sailing.
No stress, no stress. All right, let's get into it. Got a lot to do today. Let's start with the stock market. As we do every day we start with a look at the stock market, which was at 113.66 this time on Friday the 13th. I believe it's actually taken a bit of a dive now down to 112.66, a whole dollar down from there. So I don't know, maybe this is just normal end of the year blues. Not much to worry about. Still solidly over 100, which is the big thing.
That is a big thing.
All right, go ahead, Kyle.
Good morning and welcome to another LP Disney Weather Report. Once bitten and twice shy, I keep my distance, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Happy Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it, with a note saying, I love you, I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been. But if you kissed me now, I know you'd fool me again. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Let's get to the weather. Anaheim will start the day with sunshine, but will be stopped short of 70 degrees today. Walt Disney World will reach 77 today, but some showers are in the forecast this afternoon along with some light wind. Castaway Cay is 76 today, but winds will make it feel just a tad bit cooler. Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point is seeing some isolated thunderstorm activity this morning and will be windy for the rest of the day with a high of 79. Disneyland Paris is overcast tonight and is relatively warm at 46 degrees. Tokyo will be sunny, clear, and crisp tomorrow with a high of 55 and low of 42. Shanghai is expecting a similar forecast tomorrow with it also being sunny and in the mid-50s. Lastly, Hong Kong will near 70 tomorrow with sunshine all day. And that will do it for another Disney weather update. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
So the big news over the weekend was the opening of a brand new section of a resort at Walt Disney World. And so we had LP there, as we always do, to cover things like this. We're going to bring on one of those people right now to talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Jeremiah Good. How you doing?
Ahoy!
Can you push that down for me? There you go. Thank you so much. All right. So Jeremiah Good, our East Coast correspondent, before we begin, anything to declare today?
I declare Roosevelt rocks, especially with some boat snack upgrades. Hey and Pua are on my shirt.
All right. So Jeremiah was at the opening of the Island Tower at Disney's Polynesian Villas and Bungalows. Is that what this thing is called?
At Disney Vacation Club, yes. The names just get longer and longer. That was pretty much most of our walk and talk Saturday was that title.
So if you want to see that walk and talk, you can go see that on our YouTube channel as Jeremiah takes you around. But we're just going to talk about it overall. So why don't you, where do you want to start, Jeremiah?
So this was the overall feeling of just about every local. The outside of the tower is not eye-catching. To most of us, it's been more of an eyesore than something we've all looked at and went, ooh, that looks amazing. And then we walked in that lobby and everybody forgot everything about the outside. So this hotel officially opens tomorrow to Disney Vacation Club members.
Good Annie punctuation on that.
I love you.
So, but we did get a chance to stay there, explore it. This is similar to the Bay Lake Tower or the buildings over at the Grand Floridian Resort, that it's just an extension of the property. But as opposed to those two extensions, this one actually has its own restaurant, the Waialua Bar and Grill. So it looks amazing. The food was great. Everything in there was just really nice. And I said this to just about everybody I spoke to, including designers. I'm like, I've watched this go. Camera's moving really fast. I've watched this
I
go.
think this wasn't one of yours.
I don't think so. From the bottom up, and now that it is done and complete, it is a whole picture. It's not just the giant exclamation point along the roadway.
You got to see all the, well, how many of the room tapes did you get? We got to see them all collectively. How many did you get to tour?
I think I missed one. I started up at the 2-bedroom penthouse villa up on the top, which is just absolutely beautiful. The view up there, I kept asking if we could go up and see the fireworks from there, but sadly they wouldn't let us.
That one that's the 2-story one?
No, they don't have any 2-story ones.
Okay, I don't know what I'm thinking of.
The grand villas at the other resorts have the double stories.
Right.
Yeah, this one, which I also thought would be a 2-story, is just 2 bedrooms, very, very spacious. The artwork in there is absolutely beautiful. And again, they have this patio outside that gives you the best view of Bay Lake Tower, or Bay Lake, Seven Seas Lagoon, not Bay Lake. And we saw the fireworks from the 5th floor, which gave us a beautiful view. And I can't imagine.
Sorry. There you go.
So yeah, this is the 2-bedroom villa. And then we have the 2-bedroom penthouse villa, which, if you challenged me to tell you the exact difference, I don't think I could.
One's higher.
Yeah. And the villa has a larger common area.
Okay, that makes sense. And you talked about this being an extension of the overall property, which is key because there's a new pool, and guests at the regular Polynesian can use that pool, correct?
Yes, the guests can jump in between the 2 pools and hot tubs and everything, the splash pad, but it is not open to regular guests, and they can explore both resorts for the firework views. In recent years, they've gotten a little bit more strict on letting guests see the fireworks from the resort. So if you're going to be staying there, they'll give you a wristband. You have a specific area. Regular guests can see it in some spots, but this one on the ground level, you can see the fireworks. But to go up to the little patios, you have to be staying at the Island Tower.
And you mentioned that there's a restaurant.
Waialua Bar Grill, yes.
Thank you for pronouncing it for me. Yeah, it sounds like they have some interesting items. That's where they have like the spam musubi and stuff?
Yes, spam musubi. They have Loco Moco, which I wasn't overly crazy about their new menu for Loco Moco, and that's the and my brain just the food is all good. That's what's one of the biggest problems. Loco Moco, they have a rice patty, and it is a little bit different. In Hawaii, it's a hamburger patty, brown gravy, rice, and an egg. This one is a much more stylish take on it. But everything, like everybody we talked to, all the food was great. I had the burger, which most of us at our table decided to have because we got a taste of everything. And the burger was just, it is one of those things that I will definitely walk over there from the Polynesian and try it when I get a chance, because this is open to all guests, whether they're staying there or not. And you can even just walk up to the bar, sit down at the bar, or there's the Loco Moco. So it's a great option for locals if you just want to go visit. But remember, you must park at the Magic Kingdom or at Disney Springs to end up over there, because you cannot park at the Polynesian or at the Island Tower.
It used to be so easy. You drive up and they'd be like, mahalo.
Used to be, yes. Go eat some food. Now it's like, nope, you must drive 3 miles down the road.
I want to get a Coke at Captain Cook and then go watch the fireworks on the beach. Come on in.
Yeah, no, sadly. But yeah, you saw a little bit of the fireworks. I tweeted out some of the electric water pageant that was on there, and it's just a great view.
On this side.
Yes. I don't know. I've seen it from the Bay Lake Tower, and I've seen it from this side. Bay Lake Tower gives you a much different view. This is more of an overall view. And I would love to be there on the 4th of July or New Year's when they launch off of the islands out in Seven Seas Lagoon, just because that would be beautiful.
Tron looks awesome at night.
But yeah, you said the other side of the tower is looking towards the golf course, and they're doing some construction work and stuff over there right now.
Yeah, the Magnolia Golf Course. They've been working on the roadways to do some expanding. You can kind of see it there where it's just a construction site, but
it'll look
when
nice eventually.
Yeah, you'll be looking at a nice golf course.
Awesome. Anything else? Oh, hey, that's Moana.
In her new outfit.
Yes. Moana was out meeting and greeting. She actually sounded the conch to signify the grand opening of it for us, where I believe Benji got the video of it, where it's this nice presentation and then they kind of go, look to the skies. And in this day and age,
Lou Mangello. I thought that was Lou Mangello. Yeah. Okay.
We are all thinking drones or something.
Podcast Hall of Fame inductee to be.
That's his official name now. Hey, there she is.
Is she going to have a presence at the hotel normally, or is this just a media appearance?
Just a media. Yeah.
Cool. Anything else you want to say about what's the full name again?
Island Tower.
Okay.
No, it's very nice. Some of the main questions that we were getting was, is the walkway going to be open? Yes, starting tomorrow, the walkway, you'll be able to walk all the way from the the Transportation and Ticket Center, all the way over to the Magic Kingdom and continue to the Contemporary if you want to do that full loop. Just a little bit of reconfiguration for that walkway. 3 of the 4 room types do have washer and dryer in it because it is a Disney vacation. There is a very strange setup for one of the rooms, which you'll have to go look up. The pool area, those little pieces of wood are actually driftwood that were carved to look like fishes. The pool does have a 0 entry area, and of course the splash pad that has the Moana on her canoe.
Can I tell you a quick story about the first time I ever stayed at a DVC, and for that matter, the first time I ever stayed on property at Walt Disney World? I was walking over to Saratoga, and I decided I was just at Spring, so I decided to walk over. And then, of course, as Florida does, it started pouring. So by the time I found where I was supposed, and then I couldn't find my room or the building. So I'm completely soaked by the time I get to the room, and then I didn't know that there was going to be a washer and dryer, but I could not have been more thankful in that moment that I could dry my clothes before heading back out.
That actually happened. They were setting up for the ceremony outside, and we were all kind of just waiting inside. And all of a sudden, we look out and just downpour. So they had Polynesian drummers, and everybody was standing out there waiting to film it. Just took off for cover, and 3 minutes later, completely clear and sunny.
Yep.
Cool. Before we let you go, Jeremiah, I did want to ask you, since we have not had anyone on who's actually been on the ship, just your overall impressions of the Disney Treasure.
I'm sorry, I can't do impressions of a treasure. Hang on, let me. I don't know what that was. But,
wow, I'm so embarrassed.
Clip it, Tony.
I love the Treasure, and you know from my much outspoken, I am not a fan of the Wish at all.
Yeah,
the Treasure being the exact same design of the ship, the details, the spaces, it just made it feel so much nicer. I loved that ship so much. 3 nights on there was definitely not enough. I am definitely going to be planning one of the 7-day cruises. The Plaza de Coco show, an amazing dining experience, and you guys know I'm familiar with excellent dinner shows. So, but the story of Moana, hands
so good
down,
they had to shut them down.
Hands down, they had to. That show is the best stage show Disney has done on a ship or on land in parks. Like just.
Wow. That's a statement.
It was. I was really like Animazement, Spirit of Pocahontas, Hunchback, all of those in my head, but this one just blew it away. I mean, it definitely helps that Moana was a Broadway performer, and her voice. I've seen so many Disney shows that, at the end you want to stand up and give a standing ovation. Every time she would finish singing, I wanted to stand up and give her a standing ovation.
All right, well, that is high praise indeed for a guy who panned the wish for no good reason. My favorite chip. Thank you, Jeremiah, for joining
Hi,
us
guys.
early. We are not seeing you later today, right?
You will not. I'll be seeing Mufasa.
All right, so we'll see you when
Say
we
it
see
again.
you.
Mufasa. Thank you, pal. Bye, guys.
All right, that was Jeremiah Good, East Coast reporter for The Laughing Place. Next up, we've got a look at, I don't know if this was discovered. No, this was while staying at the Riviera Hotel. We discovered, this is why you got to stay on property. You got to learn these things. They don't always advertise these things. We discovered that Disney Plus now allows you to, at least in some resorts, allows you to log in to your own account. So you can see all your own favorites, pick up where you left off, right, Kyle? And all that stuff. And it even automatically logs you off at the end of your resort, so someone else doesn't go into your account and mess you up, which would be absolutely hilarious.
Before?
I think it was just a generic account. You just go to Disney Plus. It wasn't an account. You could just have all the content.
Because I'm like, I definitely remember watching Moon Knight while on the Star Cruiser.
Yeah, but
like,
no.
how did I do that?
Now you can actually watch it. So when you leave it off at the 1 hour mark and you go home, it picks up right where you left off. So not a big deal, but a nice little treat. Available at select Disney World resorts. This is the other method of quotes. This isn't like the Joey. And the Tree of Life Awakenings at the Animal Kingdom. That is when they do a projection show onto the Tree of Life. They have a new version for Mufasa. And we got you some footage of that. If you want to go check that out on our YouTube channel, you can watch the whole thing. It features both the animated and the live action versions of The Lion King. And it features, let's see, every evening guests can immerse themselves in mystical animal images and a new musical score featuring the brand new song Malele, performed by Disney legend Anika Noni
So you
Rose.
know we got copyright struck.
That's all right. So if you want to go see it, we make no money, but the actual songwriters do. So there you go. Tree of Life Awakenings began last Friday and now performing at Animal Kingdom.
Over at Disneyland, so this has been a lawsuit that's been in the works for a while. So let me take you back to 2018. There was a vote in Anaheim to pass a law that any Anaheim business that received tax rebates from the city would have to pay a minimum wage of $15. That passed and went into effect in early 2019. But ahead of that, Disney went to the city council and said, "Hey, all of those agreements we have, just go ahead and cancel. If people don't like them, let's just cancel these." So they did that, and then this went to court because Disney did not at the time raise its minimum wage to $15. And originally they won that lawsuit, but then they lost it because of a 1996 expansion deal with Anaheim City Council. They said that counted. So yada yada yada. Today, Disney has settled a lawsuit for $233 million. For cast members who were making less than that what the minimum wage should have been. Now they're well over that. But yeah, so big settlement news over the weekend. That
is a big settlement news. In happier news, we just threw that little downer right there in the middle. But in happier news,
it's good for the cast members who are getting some back pay.
That is a good point. So it's an upper. Disneyland Paris Disney Music Festival has given us a look at the lineup for next year's event. This is April 19th through September 7th at Disneyland Paris. They will have on Main Street USA, they will have Mickey doing a welcome goodnight, Mary Poppins and the Pearly Band, and some other stuff. In Fantasyland, they'll have Donald and Daisy's accordionist and Rapunzel and Flynn. Discoveryland will have Stitch and Disney Music Hit Concert. So this is next, spring, summer, and not just spring and summer. April 19th to September 7th. Like, does December count to fall? No, not really. Disney Musical Festival. And also at Disneyland Paris, we are starting to get a better look at the World Premiere. I'm like, World Premiere what? But nope, it's just World Premiere. This is the name of the entrance area to the new Disney Adventure World, which is the new name for the Studios Park there. The park is open, but they're calling it opening in spring 2025 with this new name. And I expect we're going to get lots more of these previews over the next few months leading up to that. So this is a look at World Premiere at the center of the store. will be a majestic golden statue of Mickey, which I think you just saw, specially designed by animation director and animator Eric Goldberg. So there you go. Kind of exciting. Can't wait to go shopping there.
So last week we talked about some additions that we're seeing for Avengers Doomsday, and we got another one. Haley Atwell, who plays Peggy Carter or Agent Carter in the MCU and on her own short-lived ABC show, will be coming back for Doomsday. It says that she'll be playing Agent Carter. We've also seen her as Captain Carter. I don't know if those are one and the same, but with news that Chris Evans is going to be in the movie, who may or may not be Steve Rogers. It's all very confusing in the multiverse. Who knows? But anyway, apparently she'll be in the movie, and that comes out May 1st, 2026 as of now.
I saw Chris Evans in a movie this weekend.
Did you? Which movie did you see?
Red One.
How was that?
It's a bizarre movie. I feel like the people making it may not have been completely sober the entire time.
Oh, wow. Wow.
In the end, though, I actually enjoyed it a decent amount. The Rock is so likable.
Future Disney legend, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah, and their pairing was good. It was fun. I hope they do a sequel. It kind of takes place in the mythological world, so a sequel doesn't have to be a Christmas movie. It can just be a mythological movie. So I kind of look forward to that. All right, and finally, Moana 2 is still out in the box office, doing very well. It won the weekend. Congratulations, won $26 million, just barely beating Wicked. Now up to a total of $337 million, the fifth highest grossing movie of the year domestically. Will it beat Wicked to be number 3? They're like neck and neck right now. Wicked has just a few days on it. So this really depends on which one has longer legs. With Mufasa coming out, that may knock out Moana 2 while Wicked still continues to go. So maybe it'll end up being the number 4 movie of the year, which is not bad with 1 and 2 both being Disney movies, Inside Out 2 and Wolverine and, don't tell me, Daredevil, but it might be reversed. Daredevil,
it's
Wolverine.
Deadpool, but
Deadpool, not Daredevil. That's so embarrassing. Still haven't seen it. All right, we're done.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal.
And speaking of abysmal, we have a review from... I'm just going to start everyone that way. We have a review of the Disney Treasure. I like that someone thought, you know what, we're not just covering the ship. We did a review of the show. Let's do a review of the entire ship. I love that we did that. This was done by the CEO himself, the Big Cheese, so he'll be able to tell us if the summary is good or not. This is the review. The Disney Treasure outshines its sister ship thanks to impeccable theming. While the layout may not be fixed, the new ship is on point with its entertainment. I hate the phrase on point. All right, the review summary is: the review highlights the Disney Treasure cruise ship as a harmonious blend of new adventures and familiar Disney magic, making it a must-visit for fans of the Disney Wish. That's me. It praises the ship's thoughtful design, immersive storytelling, and diverse dining options, but notes some minor criticisms like limited updates to certain areas. Overall, the review finds the ship a worthy addition to Disney's fleet, offering memorable experiences for all ages. A 9 out of 10.
I think he just said must visit for fans of Disney. I don't think it was specifically the Disney Wish.
He may have, but this is what Chatty got out of it.
I'm just telling you, and I'm giving Chatty my feedback.
That makes a lot more sense, though, because Jeremiah is not a fan of the Disney Wish, and he enjoyed visiting.
Yes.
So is that summary good enough, or do you need to come on and say something? Did he come on? Oh, he did come on.
He's on,
okay.
yeah.
You got to tell us when you come on. Go ahead.
I thought this was a clue. That's not a great recap. I mean, I'm a big fan of Chatty, but that was not a great recap of my review. First of all, it's better than The Wish. Being a fan of The Wish has nothing to do with it. My concern was not limited updates. I think my concern is just everything that was wrong with The Wish structurally. And it is far superior to The Wish. And is not a 9 out of 10 because I didn't give it a number.
That's why it's supposed to guess which based on how positively you wrote about it.
I'd give it a good 7 or 8.
Okay. Well, then I guess you should have written a little bit more negatively. No, it seems to be confused about the Wish thing. And I do think, but to the limited updates, I think you're saying, yeah, like the theme of the treasure is so great that it's weird that they left some things that just carry over directly instead of also being overhauled to be rethemed. That's probably what
Yeah,
it
well, I mean,
means by
it's
that.
weird. Where the ship succeeds is where it leads into this treasure niche. Like, I love the Epcot Tower Suite, but it just feels so incongruous.
Right.
And then, I mean, we can. One thing that was interesting. Remember where they used to have all those like luxury retail stores?
Yeah.
Now they're still there, but now they
I
sell
totally
Disney.
remember.
They sell Disney merchandise. They're just high end.
They couldn't get someone to sell the high end stuff this time.
I don't know what the deal is
So
there.
they don't sell treasures on the treasure?
Because they're like, you know what? The Haunted Mansion parlor just cannot be any bigger. So we're gonna just make sure it keeps its small space, and then we will.
Maybe they're like, maybe we don't sell a bunch of high-end goods on a ship themed to piracy. Maybe we don't encourage that.
So, funny story that I think I can share.
Sure.
The Disney Adventure is going to take 3 months to cross from, to Singapore because they cannot go through the Suez Canal because, there's real pirates there. So, and there, everyone made the joke about Jack Sparrow, like, no, not our pirates, real pirates.
It's supposed to be an adventure. I don't get it.
Oh, dude. Naming a ship the Disney Adventure while you're trying to launch a ship called the Disney Treasure whose theme is adventure. No, thank you.
It's their destiny.
Which is the advertising that was all throughout the airport.
Yeah, it's confusion. All right. Thank you
And the rest.
correcting that. We're going to say goodbye to you.
Sorry. Jump the gun on that one. You say all right? I'm like, but.
All right.
That's the keyword.
What are these? Oh, we're on the rest. Okay. You go first with your Buzz Lightyear, please.
Yeah. So we've seen a lot of Disney additions to mobile games and stuff. This is one that I've actually played a little bit in the past for reasons we don't need to get into. But Buzz Lightyear and some other Toy Story inspired elements have come to Brawl Stars. So you can get a free Buzz Lightyear and play with him in the game. But in addition to that, you can also get some skins for some other players. You can have a Woody Colt is the name of the character, so Woody over Colt. Bibby can be Bo Peep, or BB probably is how you say that. And Jessie is just a Jessie. So yeah, all of those are available now. They'll be available through February 4th. So if you're a fan of Brawl Stars, be sure to claim that before it goes away.
And in the biggest Disney story of the day, right, Kyle?
Totally. I just made a note for you so you know.
Fraggle Rock back to the Rock Live to tour throughout North America next year. Note for Doobie, we don't own Fraggle Rock. So this is one of those live shows that tours and performs on stage. We've seen these before for some other Disney properties, Playhouse Disney and stuff. But this one is a 48-city tour kicking off January 18th in California, stops Las Vegas, Austin, Indianapolis, many others. 48 cities. It's probably coming to a city near you. It is based, of course, on the original Fraggle Rock, Back to the Rock, an Apple TV Plus original series, which Kyle was a huge fan of.
Yeah, totally. I probably would like it. I was a fan of Fraggle Rock as a kid, I will say.
I've never seen Fraggle Rock.
Perfect segue back to video games. No. Fall Guys is also getting an Inside Out update. Unlike the Brawl Stars one, you have to pay for these skins, apparently. Also, I think these designs are going to bother Doobie, especially like Bing Bong back there. But they have joy, sadness, Bing Bong, fear, anger, and disgust.
These are hideous.
Yeah. And Fall Guys, I'll have you know, is owned by Epic Games, who Disney has a partnership with, an investment in. They also do Fortnite, so it makes sense that they were getting a lot of Disney stuff from them.
Cool. And not finally, because we've got one late edition. Yes, and Jenna Elfman, sister of Danny Elfman. Did you know that? Everyone knew that.
I did not know that.
Are you serious?
I'm seriously did not know that.
While I continue this, can you verify I'm not giving bad information?
Sure.
She is returning to ABC as a part of Tim Allen's new series, Shifting Gears, which is coming up. When is it coming out? She'll play the owner of a dance studio that sits across from Tim Allen's custom car shop. and it premieres January 8th at 8 p.m. on ABC.
They are related.
They're not brother-sister.
It's her uncle-in-law.
Wow. Okay, I really thought I heard they were brother and sister.
They're closest brother and sister. Uncle-in-law is like the next best thing.
So that means, no, I'm not even going to try. But
Don't
they are
worry about
related. They are the same Elfman clan. That Elfman is the same.
And then we had a late breaking story I wanted to add, just because Nikki B mentioned it was her favorite show, and you said that it's one of your wife's favorites as well. Gilmore Girls is now streaming on Hulu. It's also still streaming on Netflix, so if you don't have Hulu for some reason and only have Netflix, never fear. But yeah, you can watch it on Hulu now. It doesn't include the A Year in the Life, the Netflix exclusive, obviously, but you can watch all 7 seasons of Gilmore Girls, and then as well the holiday episodes of the show are now part of Hulu's holiday collections and stuff that you can find on there. So,
are you a fan of Gilmore Girls?
I've never watched it, but everyone tells me that I would like it. So maybe now's the time, now that I can watch it on ad-free Hulu.
You would like it. I did a full watch through of the Gilmore Girls with my wife during one of her mini watch throughs, and it is definitely a good show.
Nice.
I love this DTL for Gilmore Girls coming up. All right, congratulations to our own Mike Celestino, Star Wars reporter Mike Celestino, who is going to be, let me just read it. I am beyond thrilled to announce that Who's the Boss has been chosen to appear on the schedule for Star Wars Celebration as part of the HoloNet news stage programming for the second event running. See you in Japan this April. I cannot guarantee that my hair will be more or less unkempt than it was in London. Congratulations to Mike. That's a really, really exciting for him. Just last week, they used one of his reviews, one of his social media reviews for Mufasa, and now he's going to be on the stage at Star Wars Celebration. Awesome. Congratulations. Still me.
This whole section is you for some
I
reason.
know. I don't know why. Why did I do this? It's what happened when I work too late. Touchstone and Beyond continues. You know what? So I decided I'm not just going to mention Touchstone and Beyond as doing the help this week. I'm actually going to go back and see what Bill has done with this series. This series goes back to 2019. Where are we at around LP? 2019. This is his 238th Touchstone and Beyond column, which just blows me away. That is some dedication.
And this is his last one of the year, which is why I wanted to make sure to include it.
So obviously Disney is more than just the Disney and Pixar label. They created Touchstone, and then they went beyond that. So this is about The Help, which is a fantastic movie. It stars, Viola Davis, Emma Stone, Octavia Spencer, and my personal favorite actress right now, Bryce Dallas Howard. Just a great movie if you haven't seen it.
Also a director.
Yeah, for sure. A great director, too.
She'll be directing an episode of Skeleton Crew this season.
Although I just watched a thing, read an article, the top 10 Black Mirror episodes, with Nosedive being top 10. It's not. She stars in that one. It's not.
Okay.
But Jurassic World, there's a great movie. So anyway, Touchstone Beyond, congratulations to Bill on continuing that. We look forward to continuing it into 2025. And finally, Tony Betty has done a review of Bob Weiss's new book, Disney legend Bob Weiss, called Ghost Dog. And it takes place in the Haunted Mansion, and Tony Betty wrote about that, and also about dream chasing. And we are going to have Tony Betty on tomorrow to talk more about this. So just a quick mention here in the Roundup, mostly to promote Tuesdays with Tony coming tomorrow to the Disney Morning Show.
The fun stuff.
So last week, someone wrote to us to let us know about this fan-made film inspired by Disneyland Paris's Phantom Manor. And so we decided to write about it and take note about it. It sounds pretty interesting. So it cost 40,000 euros to make. About 26,000 of that was raised through crowdfunding. And it's called Phantom Manor, The Bride's Song. The plan is to release it on YouTube next year, but they're going to take it to hopefully some festival screenings before that. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. If you've ever been on Phantom Manor or even Haunted Mansion, there's obviously a lot of crossover there. But that'll be probably in French too, so you might need subtitles. But it sounds like a pretty cool project.
Perhaps tu parles français, oui? You know.
Yeah, maybe.
As much as I speak. Mike Celestino had some fun last week. He went to cover the Simpsons Disney Plus holiday special, Oh Come On, All Ye Faithful, which had a world premiere at the El Capitan, of course, on Disney Plus, but they still held a premiere, so you can go check out his coverage of that.
I just wanted to include this because I enjoyed all of the displays and stuff that they had.
Let's show
at El
them.
Capitan for this.
That's just the marquee.
The marquee, but yes, the Simpsons set, posters.
So Mike, in addition to being Star Wars extraordinaire, also covers The Simpsons for us. Had a good time there. Go check that out on The Laughing Place.
And then back over at Walt Disney World, we spotted some new mugs at Celebrity 5 and Dime. I guess that's probably how you say. Do you say 5 and 10 or is it just 5 and Dime?
5 and Dime.
Okay. Yeah, so we have a Dinosaur Gertie's Ice Cream of Extinction mug. And then you might recognize that Mickey mug, the old Disney Mickey Clapper mug logo for Disney's Hollywood Studios or Disney MGM Studios, probably. So yeah, pretty cool. In addition to some regular other mugs you can find there. But I like both of those a lot.
Those are nice. Kyle had fun with those.
Yes. But... So speaking of Mike Stellis, he found these clips about the sound designer for Skeleton Crew talking about some Disney Parks homages that he managed to fit into the show. So we have this one, obviously Rex is there. So there's another little Star Tours reference that somebody caught on and that the person acknowledges. You can hear the chime from Star Tours, the doo-doo-doo-doo. It sounds a little bit different, but they did put that in there. And then this one, the second one there is even a little bit more subtle. Before someone goes to the brig, you see a key and you hear the whistle from Pirates of the Caribbean that the pirates are doing to get the dog's attention.
Wow.
So yeah, some fun little, in addition to all the other visual Easter eggs that you can find in Skeleton Crew that you can read about in Mike's write-ups each week. He has so far he's been doing breakdowns for all the Easter eggs. There's even more that we're still discovering. So pretty crazy.
And
then I have a bonus. It's a non-Disney one, but I do want to show this. There was a surprise release of a Carpool Karaoke on Apple TV Plus, and that right there is Chapel Roan. She is from the Springfield area, and so she's actually home for Christmas was the idea of this special. That's not James Corden. That's Zane Lowe, who's filling in. But yeah, you get to go around my hometown of Springfield. So if you want to see where I live, you can check out Chapel Roan's segment. It's the first one on the special. I guess they kind of segmented him off. So it's pretty cool. And I was excited to watch that last night when it surprise debuted at midnight.
right.
And then I have to pull that down and go to our next segment. All right, Doobie.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Well, first up, this one's going to be difficult, but I'm not going to count this against you if you don't get it. On this day in 1952, a private company was formed. It involves Disney. And today it's known by something different, but it's a very important enterprise.
Wed Enterprises?
Good job. Yes, Wed Enterprises.
Yeah, that was not a hard one.
Where's my... I'm sorry. I'm trying to
That's
pull up
okay.
my image, and it says that it's up. But...
It's up. You just have to do this part. Oh, sorry. There you go.
There we go. Anyway, next one. Sorry, where is my... I have to move my thing up. I see how distracted you get now. On this day in 1977, a movie was released. I will give you the poem, and then I'll tell you the star if you need it.
77, okay.
A girl with a secret to find in a manor where treasures unwind. With a duke and a plot, she uncovers a lot, while the fortune's not far behind.
I'm going to need some help.
Stars Jodie Foster.
Oh, my wife would be so sad. I don't. It's not coming to me. Sorry.
Why is your wife so sad? Oh wait, you're still on. I thought you were done.
See the live button? Do we need a Black King?
I looked at it and I was like, it's not moving. And I realized it wasn't moving because I didn't look at it for a full second. And that's why it wasn't moving.
She would be mad at me because I did not come. I knew this was Candle Shoe. It just would not come to my brain. Yes, Rebecca knew it was Candle Shoe.
Rebecca, the football all-star.
Yeah.
Well, on this day, while Benji's or not, in 1983, a movie was released accompanying a re-release of another movie. Let me read the poem. A miser with a heart cold as stone learns kindness through spirits alone. With ghosts he will meet, and lessons repeat till he's changed in a way all his own.
You could have just said on this day in 1983, and I would have gotten it.
Yes.
It's Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Yes.
Oh, give me a chance to guess. This is testing Doobie.
Oh,
Mickey's Christmas
sorry.
Carol.
Well, it's Mickey's Christmas Carol.
I would have got that one, by the way.
Fun fact: Bill Farmer not in that.
Also on this day in 1983, something happened for the very first time at Walt Disney World that is still happening today.
What year?
1983.
No longer need ticket books?
I'll tell you what. It's December 16th, and this first one is happening. It would have happened
Oh,
today.
my
It would have
goodness.
happened a month ago.
Very Merry Christmas Party?
Very Merry Christmas Party.
A month and a half ago.
Yeah,
They had the first one on December 16th.
apparently.
Wow.
I think they had 2 nights. It wasn't like a.
On this day in 1994, an attraction, a now extinct attraction, opened with a slightly different name at Magic Kingdom.
1994.
Are all
Yes.
virgins extinct now?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's had another name change, and it's been overhauled at Disneyland.
Oh,
Getting very specific here.
oh my goodness.
This is getting confusing.
It's a Fantasyland attraction that changed its
Oh,
name.
Snow White?
Snow White's Scary Adventure debuted on this day, 1994. But I love this follow-up. On the same day, over in Tomorrowland, Extraterrestrial had soft openings.
So bad.
Yes. On this day in 2016, a movie opened. Let me read you the thing. A rebel with courage to spare stole secrets from the Empire's lair. She flew through the night to give hope a new light through the cost, though the cost was more than they'd care. I'll give you another hint. This ended up not being the name of Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Very good. Rogue One.
Yes, as Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Why would it be the name? Never mind.
Gideon.
You don't remember that shareholder meeting where everything kept being Rogue One, and then Gideon asked the question. He said, "Well, it's not going to be Rogue One."
Oh, okay. I didn't remember the context. I just remember the.
On this day in 2019, a new resort opened at Walt Disney World.
2019.
Yep.
Riviera?
We got it. The Riviera.
Just stayed there, quite lovely.
Or as I like to call it, the Red Robin.
The best way for me to know where Benji is when I get the email that says, "Welcome to the blank resort," and I realize I'm still sitting at home. Oh, it must be Benji.
You get an email?
Yes.
I have one more for you.
Because I'm your friend, I presume. I don't know, but I get those welcome emails as if it's just rubbing it in. You're at
It's
home.
funny because I don't get the welcome emails.
I think we know why.
Maybe you misspelled Benji, and so it just comes through to me.
It's a very good point. Anyway,
I'm the
on this
catch-all
day
mailbox.
in 2022, a whole 2 years ago, a movie opened. In a world where blue people dwell, a bond with the sea. No.
Did the limerick really say "in a world"?
In a world where blue people dwell. Yes, and it said blue people. I didn't change a word. A bond with the sea's magic fell. With creatures and tides, they learn what abides, as the planet's true spirit must swell.
I'm guessing that was the Way of Water.
That was Avatar: The Way of Water, if you can believe it.
An actual better movie than the original.
And that's all I have.
All right, and then I think that's all we have. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to catch up on everything that happens between now and then. We're also going to have our football picks. My wife, as Benji mentioned, is nearly top 100, and her 2 highest games of the week are tonight. So she can really launch up there if she wins tonight's games.
Did she have any upsets this night, or is she going with the favorites?
She's going with the favorites, and they're
Yes.
heavy favorites. So she should get an additional, 16 plus 15 points tonight. We're also going to have Tuesdays with Tony tomorrow. Yes, it's a tough
Somebody
31.
call that 31.
She is top 100. We're also going to have Tuesdays with Tony, as he's going to talk about animation as well as the Bob Weiss books he's been looking at and whatever else comes up. I don't think we're having Parks Talk today, unfortunately. So, but we'll be back tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell. And if you really, really like us, click that join button. It helps a lot. Bye, everybody.
Mufasa reviews.